We'll start her back up. I did want to mention we do have other people on the panel right now, and I just wanted to mention that these are our inventors. So each week when we come up, we've talked to our inventors and we've said who has updates, who has important updates that the community needs to hear. So we'd like to hear from everybody with the most important updates and make sure that they get shout outs during the call. And so right now what I'd like to do is bring up our Chords of Steel hero, Mr. Cliff Henthorn. Cliff has an update. What you got, Cliff?
Well, as you guys know, we've been working on a new cord. And we made a commitment, obviously, to the community. The community made a commitment to us. And we're going to definitely work as hard as we can to get this thing as good as we can. And I think we've made great improvements. And I'll really quickly, for those who haven't seen it, I'll show you one. Instead of the cord, the USB cord, I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know how good my camera is, guys. Can go in both directions now. I know that's a big deal, and Peter was really fired up about that because he said anytime he's in his car, he's always missing his thing. So we got a double USB now. So that's an improvement over the last cord. The second improvement is the last cord would only do iPhone from one direction and only do Android from one direction. And we couldn't charge certain Apple devices because we didn't have a double-sided cord. Well, this one is Lightning on both sides now. All right. So now we can, it'll do every iPhone product, or excuse me, Apple product, including the 13.5-inch screen of the iPad Pro. Rob is clapping because I think he has an iPad Pro. Yes, he does. So now this is a good cord for you. So we got a double reversible USB, a double reversible Lightning, but what we're really happy with and proud of on this cord is we've got the world's first double reversible micro. You can actually flip the micro around. Now, anyone who has an Android or any micro device, you can only put it in one direction. This cord is absolutely, I don't know if you can see how it's made, absolutely 100% multi-universal. It flips in every direction. You know, it could be pitch black dark in your room and you're trying to plug your phone in and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Either side, the one that goes in your cube, the one that goes in your phone. This is a game changer.
Cliff, I think I mentioned this before. I'm going to be able to give that cord to my 7-year-old son with his Kindle. Up until now, he says, where's the freedom cord? Where's the freedom cord? I walk with him and I make sure we're putting it in the right way. Do not trust him to do it the correct way. So now he can plug in his own Kindle. That's so exciting. Even kids can do it.
Yeah, and yeah, this is a major upgrade, guys. But we've got a little issues. Obviously, we've got product that we have sitting in the warehouse we need to get rid of. Everyone knows we do a lot of wholesale with Kula members and people outside of Kula as well. And our barrier to entry is 25 cords. That's $231.25. And a lot of people have, you know, they can't come up with that or whatever. They want to dip their toe in the water to see how they sell, maybe sell to their office mates or, you know, schoolmates or whatever. So we're going to, until this current inventory runs out, which is the inventory we have now, we are going to offer a 10-pack. So people can get in for 10 cords now instead of the 25. So it'll be 10 for a flat $100. That's including the shipping, unless you live in Canada. Unfortunately, guys, don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger, but Canadian shipping is very expensive. It's an extra $20 or $19 or $20 to ship to Canada. The same amount of cords. I know it's crazy. But we can also do the same deal, but you'd have to pay for the shipping in Canada. So we're going to offer this to help people, not only help us get rid of our inventory that we have, but also to get people involved for a smaller amount of money, upfront capital, to see how that goes. We should have new product, guys. We should have new product somewhere around the middle of March, and we are rebranding and rebooting this entire thing. So I've talked to Peter several times. It looks like in about 40 to 45 days we will be re-crowdfunding this thing, which is going to be exciting because we know what we're doing now. We made a lot of mistakes the first time. And keep in mind how many more Kula members there are now than there were when we did it the first time. Beautiful thing. And I'm telling you, this cord is an absolute game changer. We're going to shoot a new video, do new assets, new pictures. The whole thing is going to be completely redone. And I'm really excited about that. So don't forget, we are giving away a trip to Vegas for the kulaParty 2 for anyone who orders cords of steel on the wholesale level or on the retail side on Shop Kula that drives 10 people. You get an opportunity to win that. This is an all-inclusive trip: airfare, hotel, tickets to the kulaParty, a limo ride to and from the airport, 2 tickets to any Cirque du Soleil show that's actually in town at the time. All that is included in the package, and dinner, special dinner on Sunday night with Cords of Steel. We're having a special dinner at the Mirage at the Heritage Steakhouse. That is for the sales side. Oh, I just said something. Oh, I'm sorry. That is for the sales side, okay? Now we are going to do another contest for the crowdfunding, the new crowdfunding side. So these are separate winners, separate prize pools, everything's separate. So if we hit 100,000 on Indiegogo, which Peter laughed at me when I said 100,000, he thought that was a joke. He thinks we can do 100,000 the first week. If we hit 100,000, we're also going to give away the same prize package on the Indiegogo side. So when you pledge on Indiegogo, you have this little thing, and we'll go through this when Indiegogo pops up. We'll do a Zoom live, but you can actually copy and paste the link and post it on your social media or send out emails, and that refers back to you. In fact, Jan, by far, last time we did crowdfunding, Jan had sent that out so many times. He was the leader by far, and the people that he brought personally to the campaign, and I think Corey was second. So you have your own. It's unique to you when you log on to your Indiegogo. It's unique to you, and so it'll trace back and give us the name of the person who did it.
Well, Cliff, the good part about this contest coming up is Jan and Corey are excluded from it.
Yes, they are. That's true. So the winner's not going to be based on sheer volume. You're going to get chances, because I don't think, like, there's some people like it would be an unfair advantage. Obviously, Jan's throwing up his hands. An unfair advantage for someone like Jan, who obviously is a master at this stuff. So yeah, we're going to give away these are two separate trips on 2 separate pools that do not have anything one to do with the other. So now we're giving away 2 sets of trips, not just one, which I'm excited about, guys. That's really all I got, guys. I can't wait to reboot this product. We've made a commitment to you guys, and I think Peter and Corey can come on and speak to this. This board is awesome, guys. The new one is awesome.
So Corey, buddy, you've been testing it. Why don't you come on and just give them your thought process on? You got one of the prototypes that came in. Give them your feedback real quick, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been using this cord for a little over a week now, and I'm a huge fan of the first one, but this one is an absolute game changer, you guys. This new one will eliminate every single issue that we've had selling the cords over the past 6 months, but absolutely love it. I mean, in the dark, it's right here. I don't know if I'm on the screen here, but just plug it right in. It doesn't matter. Always fumbling to plug the USB side in. Everything that we've done, tons of shows, sold over 1,200 cords, and we've had a share of the cords coming back from customers. But everything that Cliff has done and everything that we've talked to these manufacturers about have solved this problem and these issues and then some. Watch out, guys. This cord is going to retire a lot of people. A lot of people. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Cliff. And yeah, go ahead, Deb.
One of the things that my friend Chad Russell said to me recently was, if everybody in Kula, or just, the 400 or 500 that are super, super engaged, if every single one of them just ordered 3 of those cords, right? Just order. And here's what I think. I still have this cord. This is the original. This is the do not use cord. This is I can't see my camera, but this is the do not use cord, and I kept using it because, you know why? Because I could plug it in either way and it didn't matter on my iPhone. So I kept using it. But I have it. Why do I have it? Because it was the first cord. It was the very first cord. There's history there, guys. Guess what? There's history in the second cord, which this is an old cord. Look at that. Right? There's history in the next cord, which I have one downstairs now sitting there. And there's going to be history in the newest cord. So get your history straight, guys. Get out there and buy a cord. buy a cord. Let's get rid of these so we can get the new ones. They work beautifully, guys. It's working beautifully. I use them every day. So everybody go buy a couple cords, get your points, right? Let's do this. Let's deplete that inventory and move on to the next cord. I'm really excited, Cliff.
Real quick, I want to fill something in on this. So guys, a lot of people that said, oh, cords of steel, I don't know, you know, cords change and all that stuff. I got to give Cliff some props, right? He had a cord and it was innovative. It was something that wasn't on the market. What does he do? He comes up with a new cord that even goes further and above and beyond that. So wait a minute, he had one, he came up with another one. Doesn't that mean he can come up with a third and a fourth and a fifth and literally grow a brand out of this? Because that's what we're talking about is a brand. You know, maybe, okay, I came up with one idea, but can I come up with 2 and 3 and 4 and 5? In an industry that changes as much as this does, that's a very important thing. I got to tell you, him and Jan have collaborated on something. Jan came up with an idea and said, hey, Cliff, can you do this? And Cliff is working on doing this. When this cord, because it's going to get done, when it comes out, we're going to have 2 cords firing on friggin' 12 cylinders, right? Blasting off that are both innovative cords. So wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. If you can come up with 3, can't you come up with 30? Can't you keep innovating and build? So what does that mean? That means that this is not a cord. It's a brand. It's a company. It's a company that can get to 25, 50, 100 million, 200. By the way, guys, if you look up accessory companies, there's companies you've never heard of that do $400 or $500 million a year in the cell phone accessory because all they do is private branding of ordinary average cords. So wait a minute. If companies can do 400 or 500 million in ordinary and average cords, what can you do if you're on the cutting edge of innovation and you're moving things along? And I got to tell you this, Cliff is doing this on a limited budget. What happens when the company has 10, 20, 30 million a year in sales, have a full-time engineer, and Cliff is just sitting around going, okay, what about this idea? What about this idea? What about this idea? And putting all this stuff together. We're not about just selling a cord. We're about building brands, guys. And here's the side of it I want you guys to understand. You might be going, well, I don't know. These sales aren't doing this. This is a little slow. I got my 8 cents. I got my 3 cents. I got my 9 cents. Building brands, guys. We're not out just trying to sell a product. We're out building brands, putting these things together, from Humagenics to Hoopty to Cords of Steel to Lenovations with Zip and Store. Guys, we're building brands. Brands will last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. That's what we're after, is the long term. We can take shortcuts. Me and Doug have talked several times about, hey, here's some shortcuts that maybe we could do to help generate some checks for people and get stuff going. But I'm telling you guys, we are focused on the long term. So when you look at what we're doing, and I know there was a little confusion when we talked about the ICO and what we're doing with Kula International. Guys, we are about long-term residual income. Kula International helps make that happen for Kula brands. 100% of what Kula International does goes to Kula brands. 100% of what we focus on is long-term brands. If somebody brings me a product and goes, hey, in the next 2 years, you could sell $100 million worth of this, but then it's going to go away. That's not what we're interested in, guys. I want to build residual income. I want it someday you're sitting on a beach somewhere and you go check your, Kula card and there's more money on it. And you stay on that beach for a whole week. You don't check your phone. You don't do nothing, right? And then you go, oh, wow, I need some more money. And you go check your Kula card and there's more money on it because we built brands. We're not trying to sell products. We're trying to build brands. And guys, I got to give props to Cliff. He is focused on building a brand. I don't know when he came up with the cord, if he was thinking, hey, I want to build a brand or I just want to make a bunch of money real quick. But he's about a brand right now. Michael is about building a brand. The partners of Cords of Steel of this, they've gone from, hey, we can sell a bunch of cords and make some money, to building a substantial brand that can stay around. I gave props for the first cord, but I got to tell you guys, it's not the second cord. It's the fact that he said, wait a minute, innovation, and then he topped it, right? He literally went above and beyond it, way above and beyond it. He didn't even just go, well, let me make it a little better. He said, let me fix every single issue that's out there and then some and put it on top of that. Guys, we have inventor calls every Thursday. I'm telling you, these people are clicking. They're gelling. They're going from inventors to these phenomenal CEOs and people that can build brands and understand this stuff. Well, you know, with Carmen, we worked on an exercise with her, and she's like, man, Peter, it helped so much to put this together, and we're walking them through this. And I got to tell you guys, we had last week Ron Klein on, the inventor of the strip on the back of every single credit card on the planet, right? He invented that. He invented many other products. He came on. And, you know, he's giving them advice, and he's helping the inventors. This next week, we're going to have another special guest. And I'm working to get some of the wealthiest, most successful inventors on the planet, businessmen on the planet, on with our inventors. Because I'm telling you, these guys are going to be superstars. You're going to be you're going to open up Forbes magazine. It's going to be like, here's going to be our inventors, right? It's going to be like, who's the inventor of this, you know, and CEO and business person. We are building some tremendous companies, tremendous brands, guys. But guess what? It takes time to do it. It is not going to happen overnight. You can go do a quick hit, right? Or hit and run. I'm going to go jump in, sell $1 billion worth of, or $1 million worth of product, and then it's gone and it's over with. That's not what we're trying to do. We're building brands. Brands will give you residual income. All right? Back to you guys.
Excellent.
Hey, can I add something to that, please? Sorry.
You absolutely.
Cliff sent me a cord because I test software, and part of what I test is like headphones and this collar that I'm wearing and speakers and phones all day long. And every single one of them has a different USB, and even Bose, the headphones and the speakers, the USB is pointing a different way. So all day long I'm fighting. Which way is the right way? Which way does it go? This cord, it's like, boop, boop. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to look at it. Like this collar has a cover on it, and you have to unzip it. All right. And you have to try to find the USB inside of it and then figure out which way it goes. With that cord, I don't have to think about it. I can just pop it in, and it works in every single thing that I'm doing. And oh my God, it's amazing. So thank you, Cliff. I appreciate
What an endorsement.
so much.
What an endorsement. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. Kelly is tough on stuff, man. If she endorses it, we got a home run. And Kelly, when we get the 90-degree angle in, which will be even better, I think you'll like it even better. I'll send you one of those too. I'm telling you right now. An endorsement from this person right here, Kelly, is a heck of an endorsement. She is tough.
Right.
It's great. It's great. Made my life easier, so thank you.
I think every tester at Bose needs one of these, don't they?
That's what I was just saying. Are you showing it?
Yeah, I've been
How many-
showing it around. I'll take it to Colorado with me too when I go and show the Cardinal Peak guys this too. So, absolutely. Coming with me.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Cliff, we do have some questions in Q&A. Let's knock them out real quick before we get to the next section. So Raymond asks, will Cliff have that in a C cord?
Yeah, we're still going to carry the C cords, and they'll be 90 degrees also. I know I didn't really show off the 90-degree. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. And this fits in all the cases we couldn't fit the phone in before. Remember that? All the life-proof cases and the all that stuff. This cord will now fit every single case, so we're not going to lose sales.
Hip. That is hip. All right, Michelle, asks, will this new cord be system specific, or will it still work with both Apple and Android? Yeah, it's everybody. That's everybody. Ryan asks, will that be for the sales pool or a new crowdfunding pool? If it's new, what happens to the points?
Peter?
Sales pool.
Just the sales pool. Yeah, crowdfunding is closed on Cords of Steel. All right, Rhonda asks, while I think of it, what time of the day do things start on Thursday, June 21st for kulaParty? Oh, whoops, sorry, that's not We'll save that one for later. Actually, does it start at 10 a.m.? Isn't it early? I can't remember.
We're going to be partying all day long. Whatever time you want to get there, we're going to be having a great time already.
I'd show up on Wednesday.
I'm going to be there on Tuesday, right? So get there before Tuesday. Let me know. We'll hang out.
And I think all the golfers will be getting there a day or two early too. So we're gonna start way early.
Yeah, awesome.
We might go the whole month before. Who knows?
Me and Doug have a date on Shadow Creek, buddy.
That's right, brother. We're gonna
And
do it up.
Corey, what are you talking about? And Corey.
Corey.
Corey who? Corey who? What?
If it's June 1st and you're not in Vegas yet, we're wondering, where are you? All right, Sharon asks, will the new cords have a different price point?
Slightly. We don't know yet, but it's negligible. And whatever the price increase is, trust me, it's going to be worth every penny. You're going to sell 3 times more. But obviously, the improvements in the cords, the component's going to be a little more expensive, and it's a little tougher to put together. But like I said, it's not going to be a big amount, and it'll be well worth it. Well worth it. And trust me, we got lots of old cords if you want them. You can buy them.
Awesome. Hey, Lisa, you heard the first part of your question, but let me address the second part of your question. You earned a point in Cords of Steel, the brand, not the cord, the brand. So it forever, you will, for as long as this cord is for as long as this brand is selling, you'll be earning on those points that you've already
Stopped, you guys, just so you know.
What's that?
With the Facebook feed stopped. The
Oh,
live
good
on
heavens.
Facebook.
Did it just stop?
Corey, I'm gonna make you host. My internet keeps shutting down. Okay, so I'm gonna make you host, buddy.
Okay.
So give me a minute, guys. Sorry, apologize. I'm gonna make Corey host. Make host. All right, buddy, it's all you. Yeah, my internet for some reason is freaking out.
Questions, because they can always go back and listen to the recording. The people that are on
Okay.
Facebook. Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
keep
sure.
up to the questions. Otherwise,
So Mady asks, what happened to the trip for the person who brought in the most fundraisers for Cords of Steel?
We're still doing that. Oh, you talk about the most fundraising? That's part of the sales pool part. Now, I keep using the wrong word, sales chance part. I don't like to use points and pool. I don't like to use those words that confuse people. That's part of the sales side.
Right. Awesome. So Mady says it would be so cool for an occasional community member to be on the inventor call. Okay, thanks, Mady. Alan Kidd, will the new Cords of Steel have the MFI certification chip on it? MFI.
We are going to make an MFI certified cable. We've already talked about that, but we cannot make a hybrid MFI cable. You have to buy MFI, the tips, from 2 factories only that are Apple certified. They don't make hybrid cords. Apple will never allow you to MFI certify a cable that charges the competition. It's just never going to happen. So we will have a specific iPhone only cord that is MFI certified, but it will only charge Apple. It's impossible to have a multi-head cord and get MFI certified. It's never going to happen.
Awesome. Deborah Perkins asks, when will an email template be available for Cords of Steel fundraising?
Well, since we already have one, and it's on the page, but since we're changing the cord, now if you want to do fundraising with the current cord, it's available now on the Cords of Steel Independent Rep page. If you want to wait for the new cord, then we need to obviously get new pictures and all that kind of stuff, and we don't have all the colors in the cords yet, so we can't get the new pictures to do it. So we don't want to do it twice. So we don't want to do one and have to mock it up again in 6 weeks. So if you want to do the current one, we're good to go. If you want to wait for the new cord to come out, obviously we need to get new pictures and things like that.
Awesome. Tony Grubb asks, what if someone pulls the 90 degree to pulls it 90 degrees to unplug it? Will it break off the tip?
No, it won't. In fact, it's so much less of a fulcrum, and I'm using the engineering words, I apologize. There's so much less of a fulcrum point on this cord than the old cord. It takes a lot more pressure to break it because imagine a 2x4 that's 10 feet long. You can stick it up against a wall and bend it, right? A 10-foot 2x4. But if you take a 2-foot 2x4 and try to bend it, it ain't going to bend at all because the fulcrum point is much, much less than the bigger one. And that was exactly what was happening with our cords. The original cord was so much longer. It had such an easy fulcrum point. If you dropped it or bent it or rolled over and bed on it, it was going to break. This cord, I'm not saying it won't break because obviously it will, but it is a much less chance of doing it. This is a much better design and much less of a fulcrum point.
So we ask the tough questions here at kulaBrand. So I think I can make this question a little tougher. I think what they're asking is if you pull on this cord from the wall, away from the back of the phone, the fact that it's at a 90 degree would make that fulcrum twist it inside the hole. You know what I'm saying? So pull, no, not that way, but the
Pull
other
it
way.
toward you.
Pull
Like
it.
that?
Yeah. It just comes right out, huh?
Yeah, it just comes out.
Nice.
There you
Hey,
go.
what's the,
How
what's
was
the,
that for an
You're muted,
answer?
Peter.
that was pretty good.
We ask the tough questions.
you do.
And we show you the tough answers.
That's right.
And this gets out. It's so cool because the cord just gets out of your way. Especially my brother told me he likes to sit and talk on, lay in bed and rest the phone on his chest. Well, we were at a restaurant today, and my business partner had it sitting like this, leaning up against a Coke, and he was watching a video. I mean, it'll even sit on that one.
That's nice.
Try that on another cord.
Sounds like you need a trifecta.
Never
But
gonna
that is
happen.
Still nice because you can't do that with this because it goes.
No,
Boom.
you'll bend it or you'll bend it. Yeah,
Hey, Ryan Lee asked, "What's the name of the new cord?"
the right angle.
The right angle. See there? Your brand, Ryan, is Cords of Steel. Your first cord was the Freedom Charger, and now you've got the right angle. Love that.
I think you're coming at this from the right angle, Cliff.
I think you are coming up with
Well, there he goes. Wah wah wah.
All right, Cliff, thank you so much. We love you to the moon and back. Thank you for
All right,
sharing.
guys, don't forget, double chances to Vegas on current inventory, and you can buy as little as 10 now.
Yeah, I like that. That's awesome. Thank you.